PWT. Yeah, Top Pod's back in business. Ladies and gents, we're here. Phil's here. Yeah, Airline's here.
Like Raquel.
We're back like Raquel, baby. Yeah. And yeah, guys, another little brief hiatus. Sorry. Guys, the intro's going to be short and sweet. We got a lot of wrestling and stuff to get to. I took a little vacation, a little time, but it wasn't, we didn't just only vacation. We weren't lazy. We weren't just throwing this shit to the side. Caroline and myself recorded a fuckload of Patreon exclusive content in our little break. Sorry for the no heads up, but we just, we got shit to do, man. It's a two-man operation, you know, and we got lives. I got fucking, I got other work. I got deadlines. Hairline's got fucking art to create and videos to make and things of this nature. What's up, buddy?
I think you should tell them about Great American Bash.
Yeah, we're gonna get into Great American Bash.
I'm saying the you messaging me on Instagram.
Yeah, so I was at the. I don't want to air people out, especially in case if they listen to this. They may listen to this. You know what I mean? So basically, what happened? I was turned up. I was enjoying the sun. I was at a nice beach bar. And I was having a good time, but it wasn't the best of time. It was like, you know, it wasn't the best of company, we'll say that. And so I crept off, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sneak away and fucking watch Great American Bash, like in the bathroom, drunk, and I'm gonna message Hairline. So I was just drunk, fucking DMing him and voice chatting. We like to voice chat, so I'm just messaging him. I don't know. I was just going crazy. Talking shit,
yeah, you were drunk.
Hammered, but it was just a fun ass time overall. I saw Grease at the drive-through theater. That was super fun, and that's one of my yeah, too bad Mox wasn't there with one of the T-Birds. Cool, awesome, cool cat like Clint Eastwood. It's so funny how he became the joke that I invented for him. Oh, cool cat, I'm such a cool shooby-doo-wah-wah. Yeah, that's the way it will be. Oh, hopefully he's watching this. And folks, speaking of me and Hairline messaging each other, if you guys want to message with us, the Discord is live, daddy. Link in the description. Join our fucking disc. There we go. I'll drop it. I was trying not to drop any swears as little as I could. This fucking Discord, man. Join it. Come hang out with us. I worked really hard on it. It's another thing we did in this little break. This break wasn't just, Phil's off getting fucking wasted again. It was a drink. It was a drink. Sorry, you know, it's on my mind still. It was a break of, there was a little bit of work in there too. You know, we just need a little hiatus to get some ducks in order, especially for our Patreon. And speaking of patrons, check out our Discord link in the description below, but also in the link in the description below. The best way to support Pro Wrestle Times Daddy is patreon.com/Pro Wrestle Times. Shout out Russ Paxson and shout out Reggie Rodriguez. We acknowledge
the
you.
New one.
Our first $10 patron. And shout you sexy, handsome motherfuckers both out. We appreciate you guys so much. And ladies and gents, there's much more coming to the show as well. We have audio improvements and all these sort of things that are coming too. We assure you, we're just working hard, plugging away, two-man operations. So enough about us though. We got a lot of fucking wrestling to get to, guys. Hairline. If you can't tell, I'm trying to avoid talking about this blood and guts match. So it actually was pretty good.
Yeah, holy shit.
No, this match was pretty good. I like that there wasn't a bunch of fighting on the cage because I feel like they've done that every time. So I like they kept it on the inside. Except for I think one of the Bucks went up to the top of the cage for a little spot up there because he had to.
I just like that. Because he had to. You know, he was all like, "Does anyone have a cage spot?" Fucking Road Warrior Buck, bro. He was like, "I'm gonna do my 62 fucking back. What's it called?
Northern Lights suplexes."
Yeah, like with 82 S's because he does 20 of them.
Yeah, it's the continuous, never-ending suplexes. Yeah, greatest Northern Lights suplex in the history of pro wrestling, Alicia Fox, and I said it. Boom. So basically, sorry, we might have skipped over. It's the Golden Elite, Omega, Ibushi, Adam Page, the Bucks versus the BCC, Moxley, Yuta, Castagnoli, Takeshita, and Pac. Okay. I'll just say this, and again, I caught heat for this on Twitter. It's always has to do with Twitter, but you're live tweeting this shit. And all I said was for the first half of this match, they brought the glass out and then they were stabbing. Moxley comes in and he's just stabbing with forks. Like before Moxley came in and started breaking out the glass and the forks, it was going great. I was like, this is a great match.
Yeah.
But then as soon he starts stabbing people, then there's glass. And this is going on well into about, I'd say, the first half, maybe even like into the first half, like into the match. And then I just tweeted out, I was like, dude, they're taking glass bumps and stabbed in the head with forks, and there's not one drop of blood yet. Like, this is the time where Moxley needs to be blading his ass off. Like, why isn't anyone bleeding? And then there was lots of blood after.
Oh, he will.
Yeah, and that's great. It was great. I'm glad that happened. But dude, someone needed to blade. You're slamming each other on clear sugar glass if it's not just stitching you and stabbing into your back. Like, dude, when they brought the glass out, I was like, oh shit. Like, I was popping so hard. And even when Moxley came in with the fork, I was kind of like, that's crazy. But then not one guy was bleeding for another like legit 5 or 10 minutes or something before when they brought out the bed of nails and then everyone starts bleeding. And I was like, okay, that was good shit. And I just thought, this is where you do blood. Like, AEW, figure it out, man. Just like, don't do any blood for like a month, and then in this match do all the blood. Have Moxley bleeding on the way down like Sandman. Yeah, you know, that's the way to do it, bro. But but that's like a minor criticism. People jump down my throat. Oh, AEW can't do anything right. It's like, dude, relax. I'm just pointing out the obvious here. But anyways, overall, I like this match. Give me your thoughts on it.
I just thought it was a fucking an organized version of Anarchy in the Arena. Is all it really was.
I just feel like we've seen all of this already. Yeah, that was the only thing that took me out of it. It was like, you guys already did an exploding boot super kick and execution styled fucking, like, how do I care about any of this? You know, that's all.
I fucking when Don came out, Taz started fucking shooting on commentary at Tony. He was all like, "No heads up about this. What the hell?" That fucking cocked me. Oh god, man, it was way too long, bro. And like,
do you think it was too long? I felt like
way too long.
Yeah, okay, because to me it wasn't like I don't know, it didn't like lose my attention. I just, for a lot of it, I was like, we've just been seeing this, and then Coda looked he just was he trying like he was just like fuck this, and then we'll get into all the aftermatch shit after. Sorry, what were you gonna say there?
It was like they started cheering for like, we want tables, and it was like, guys,
oh my
god, fucking,
oh my god,
45 minutes
and this is what I cannot stand, man. This is why, dude, it's the most nichest part of the audience. Where do you go? Okay, no, it does happen in WWE too, actually, so we can't say that, but it's just, I don't know, especially in a match like this, dude. You just saw Ibushi do a moonsault onto a bed of nails. You guys, like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah, I like when the fucking they were all like, oh my god, the nails just fucking fell down and raped Kenny as they fell, and Don was all like, excellent. Nope, there I am talking about commentary, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucking, like I said, it was too long. The Young Bucks had a bunch of goofy spots. Oh god.
What do you think of like the trunk of weapons that AEW
Mox
puts? What do you think? What do you think of how AEW just puts like a trunk of weapons on either side of the ring where the guys can just go down, or next to the stage where they can just pull weapons out from under the ring?
How much longer is it going to be there with these new rules being instated? So who gives a fuck? I don't know.
Why did they have two rings, one with red ropes and one with black?
Because Tony's a fucking marketer.
And then also, my other thing is, Ibushi like did nothing. You know, I thought he was gonna come in, be the tide turner, like save them. All hopes lost. Ibushi comes in fired up. Ba-bow, 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 ba-bow. Dude, now he just like kicked Mox 4 times or whoever. I can't even remember. Here's the thing, though. There was a lot of good in this. There was a lot of good in this, and even the Bucks, like Nick Jackson using both rings.
Don't lie to the listener.
No, it wasn't.
They're my listeners too, but
I know, but it wasn't all bad, man. Like there was like when the match started and then they sent Omega first, and I was like, yes, like that's what you do. If it's a war games, you send Omega first. If that's your team, you save Ibushi last, you send Omega first. Let's just get into the goofiness. So Pac just walks out. So then we have the baby faces just 3, and then Callis rips Takeshita out. So we have the baby faces 5 against 3 beating down the heels.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's back. Like, what the fuck? And then, dude, in Ring of Honor at Death Before Dishonor, they had Pac realign with Death Triangle. Why? You just
I saw that.
Blackpool Combat Club, and he's the only guy remotely close to Blackpool who would be in said club. Fucking idiots. So it's just like, God damn it, and he fits in there good. He's the bastard. Like, what the fuck, man? So, or like Callis's family. Why isn't it Takeshita and Pac now? Why the fuck?
Hey, where'd Neville go? Get him in.
Neville, the man that Gravity forgot. Gravity literally forgot him. I called Gravity. Yeah, I called him on the phone. I said Gravity. I asked God for his number. I asked God for Gravity's number. I said, God.
I beat God.
Remember when I beat you at HBK with my son? Yeah. Where's Jesus Christ? Let me talk to your son, I said to God. And then I asked for Gravity's number. He gave me Gravity's number. And then he told me to call AJ Styles because gravity fake and the earth is flat. And I said, holy fuck. That's what I discovered. Now I'm a truther.
Listeners, you can hear more at our Patreon.
Yeah. So
yeah, a lot. You said there was good stuff. I said say the good shit.
After Blood and Guts goes off the air.
So when they all started doing their finishers at the end? and then fucking Cesaro did the big swing. I got so pissed off, bro, I turned it off. I don't even know what happened after. Because it's just fucking dumb, bro. I sat through... What do you mean, why? Because I sat through 60 minutes. Bro, I watched the Young Buck, the fucking Road Warrior Buck, do the fucking 82 fucking flips on top of the cage, the fucking use. I was done there. There was 20 minutes after that, bro. What's like... It was all like, this guy did a finisher spot. This guy did a finisher spot. Cesaro's in the other ring doing a fucking big swing. I was like, no... Fuck this, dude. I was like, I had better shit to do with my fucking time.
But listen, they got the big swing over as a finish in the last Blood and Guts. Cesaro big swing Jericho on top of the cage and made him tap out.
That's awful.
Jericho tapped to the big swing. The only guy in history, man. Oh, man. See, that's the problem here, Line. Jericho's only good when you deem him good. You're in a Jericho WWE bubble, bro.
When hasn't he been good though? Give me an example of Jericho not.
Jericho, Mark.
Give me an example of Jericho not being good. You can't.
Well, you just told me him tapping out to the big swing is awful. On top of the Hell in a Cell.
First off, you told me that, you fucking Mark.
No, you said it was awful. I just told you what happened. That's
Here
on you.
You go with this narrative again.
I'm gonna at Jericho in this clip and show him. I'm gonna snitch tag and show him that you're talking shit about him tapping out to the big swing, bro. Someone talked shit to him on Twitter for that, and he's like, "Shut up, bitch! Let him put you in that move. It's a devastating maneuver."
It is devastating.
So after the match goes off the air, so the finish, then you missed it. So Don Callis grabs Takeshita, drags him out, and then Pac just quits on the BCC.
I was mad, bro.
So then the baby faces, they do they 5-on-3 them, and then they win. And then this is the end of the feud, even though we already had 4 matches like this. So how does it? It's like, where do we go from here? So, and then after Dynamite went off the air, this is what happened. Kota Ibushi decides to just take a back bump into thumbtacks for the live fans and then just get up and no-sell it. Ibushi's wrestled dolls. He's done all that. I won't say, oh, he's not a good wrestler or he doesn't have a good talent, but dude, fuck you. Awesome. Like, don't come on fucking American TV and do that shit and do it in front of the live fans. Pop these fucking neck beards, bro. He just back bumped into the thumbtacks. Could you imagine a motherfucker doing that when like Benoit, not to bring up Benoit, I guess that's rank, but like Angle and those guys were in the locker room. Like, do you think Undertaker would tolerate that? This motherfucker doing that shit?
Fuck no.
Dude, that would be like That would be like you'd have to answer to somebody for that. Now, I'm not saying, oh, the old Wild West, Jim Cornette fucking used to bring a gun to the show. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, I don't know, you're in the wrestling business. Like, I believe if you bury, I believe Jim Cornette had every right to slap the shit out of Santino Marella. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? If we're gonna like use an example, right? So, and I think that Jericho and Goldberg have every right to throw down like men. I think Punk has every right to smack one of the Bucks. You're in a contact sport. You've seen it in the NBA. Draymond Green knocked out that fucking Jordan Poole or whatever. They're on the same fucking team. He just one punched him in practice, and they shook hands and went and played ball.
You're supposed to whine on Twitter, and then you're supposed to get your wives who run the fucking merchandise
and lawyers to send letters saying, "Don't call me."
But yeah, don't forget that.
And then you're supposed to tell Dave Meltzer to write fake news stories like CNN.
I was about to get to Meltzer.
Do a Tucker Carlson hit piece. So
Tucker, I was Twitter going, bud.
And then after Ibushi buries the whole match by doing a fucking back bump in a thumbtacks, the Elite and BCC.
Did you say that like corny?
The Elite and BCC did their version of the curtain call hairline. Did you see this?
No. God.
They all hugged, bro. Like, not on TV. They did it after, and the fans filmed it, and they all hugged and shook hands, and they did their version of the curtain call. How does that make you feel?
They're a bunch of fucking, like, dude. How did you get me to watch this shit in the first place?
It's so funny because you were just getting mad at me. Oh, Jericho and MJF dance off. Aubrey Edwards is the best. That's what you were just doing to me, and now you're fucking going, oh, how'd you get me to watch this? What the fuck is going on with it?
When did I put Aubrey over once?
Listen, dude, if you're doing if you're doing dance battles in wrestling matches, then you like Aubrey Edwards because that's what she's done a bunch of times. So you can't be like, oh no, MJF did that good, but Aubrey Edwards is cringe because she fucking dances in between commercial breaks.
Clearly, you're not paying attention to how me and the other AEW neckbeards roll. We're allowed to choose it.
Listen, hairline.
Hey, no, listen. No, you listen. You're the one that doesn't know Pac was his fucking nickname fucking 62 years ago. On some fucking show 12 people watch.
Yeah, and I thought he was the bastard. I'm like, dude, when he went, like, here's the thing with Neville. I knew his name was Pac, but I didn't know that I didn't know he wasn't the bastard. Any of that. I didn't know any of that, dude. Who cares? I know, but I thought when he left WWE, he became like the bastard, the Red Arrow or whatever, like the bastard Pac. Like, I thought he became what he was before. I didn't know the man that gravity forgot. That sounds literally like the charismatic enigma. That sounds like some Michael Cole shit. I didn't know. Like, fuck, man. And these people just, instead of going, nah, bro, he was the man that gravity forgot. Because I wasn't being shitty either. And this is more proof of that. If AEW wasn't interested in doing WWE type shit, why is Sean Spears 10? Why did they redo UE try to a T? Then it just fell apart because Bobby Fish is like, what the fuck? This is cringe. Kyle O'Reilly's like, what the fuck? But then here we go. They did a curtain call, bro. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do, or like, are people go, no, you guys are marks. They just hugged after their match in the ring. Well, you guys were just on this real wrestling. We hate you. Well, then why wouldn't they go their separate ways, man? Like, why are they doing the hug? That's the curtain call 2.0, bro. And that's how they're referring to it. Like, the marks are going, oh, they did their version. So epic. So, like, I'm right about I'm right about 3 of the 4 criticisms. Sorry, I didn't know that he was the man who gravity forgot before. Here's the whole thing, though. Why are they doing a thing if they're not interested in WWE shit? Yeah.
If they're anti-WWE, why are they doing this WWE?
Right.
Why are they named after, all of them, even the Click? Oh, so Triple H's group?
Yeah.
Fucking Kevin Nash.
I don't know, man.
It's like you were saying, though, bro. It's like they won't even answer your question. They'll just go, how did you not know that? You're a fucking idiot. Blah, 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 blah. And you're all like, well, I still need to know that.
Why is Sean Spears doing 10? Statement. Yeah. Well, wait, though. You didn't answer why Sean Spears is doing 10, and they just copied and they tried to do Undisputed Elite, and they're doing a curtain call. That doesn't answer any of these other things that I'm talking about. You know, so I'm sorry I was wrong about one. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And they just Matt Hardy you, and they go, you're a bitch ass.
I know, dude. Bitch. Oh, my God. And then they go, you're in a bubble. But But dude, I'm telling you,
even though they're in the bubble.
Yeah, dude, like if you look at these people, man, it's like they're the most active on Twitter, the most like just diehard addicted to Twitter. And this is how I know, because the way I operate Twitter is I go on and I'll give you maybe an hour total of my day of quickly zipping through retweets, reading news. If we're on the show, maybe I'll give you more time because I'm fucking, Twitter's like I zip through, I read some shit, I screen grab some shit, send it to Hairline. You get maybe an hour or so, unless like I'm live tweeting like a wrestling show, which even then, go and look at any of my live tweets and I always fall off halfway through because I'm drunk or I'm stoned or I'm just like in the show too much to fucking be tweeting out, I'll just disappear usually when I'm watching wrestling. And then you look on those illegal sites, dude, and the AEW shit gets the most views and shit and the Ring of Honor shit gets more views than the AEW shit because they're not trying to buy Honor Club. These people aren't really fucking spending money like that. And the WWE fans sell out, and they don't jump down your throat and be psychotic. And it almost, Hairline, we're reversing roles. You're slowly becoming the AEW fan, and I'm slowly becoming more of a WWE fan, I'd say.
No, listen, that's more narrative shit. I just told you I think Collision is fucking almost as good as NXT. Okay,
Hairline.
I'm still pro WWE. What?
This is a civil war, bro. Before episode 20 ever even comes out, it's the fucking Hairline Phil civil war. We're starting a feud, bro. We're beefing. We have real heat. So yeah, your thoughts on the curtain call? You're just disgusted by the fact they would do something like that?
Well, they're not disgusted, but it's just like, God, you guys are such fucking marks. Like, no, oh God, it's okay. I don't mean to go back to Cornette, but it's all like, oh, it's over. Let's go drink some beers and fuck some chicks. It's all like, no, guys, let's go reenact the fucking curtain call. And it's like, dude, no shit. Like, this is the reason the neckbeards act like this, because look at how like the people they idolize fucking act.
Yeah. Okay, so how many stars do you think Dave Meltzer gave this match?
Oh shit, Kenny Omega was in it. And oh no, yeah, it had Ibushi, so for sure I got 5 stars.
Yeah, Ibushi, so 5 stars. He for sure gave it probably like way too many stars than it deserves.
Well, but I thought a 4.5 is basically a 5.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what he said, bro?
Yes, he's like, well, I mean, if I say it's 5 and you say it's 4 3/4, I mean, we think the same thing. It's just all CVV was trying to. You guys, if you haven't seen Dave Meltzer's interview with Chris Van Vliet, shout out Chris CVV, man, go and check that out.
Do that for the Patreon.
We should maybe do that for the Patreon because he's such.
No, we should for sure, bro.
It just exposes like how much of a fucking clown shoes he is, dude. Like he just won't. All CVV's trying to do, and CVV wasn't trying to press him. All he was trying to do was get him to go, what do you base your rating on? Like what constitutes a 5-star? Like, okay, you like the Japan style, so it's very subjective. And then Dave doesn't go, yes, it is subjective. It's just my opinion. He doesn't just do that. He goes, well, no, like I do know, like the climax is better. Then he tries to play it like, no, I'm actually this subjective voice. And the thing is like, dude, all he has to say is, dude, if we laid out a criteria and then tried to score it. So like, okay, you get 1 star for the event, like the impact of the event, 1 star for the buildup, 1 star for the work itself in that particular match, 1 star for, and then you grade it like, okay, but it's like his grade is just strictly based on the moves they do. That's what I try to get through to people. No, the work rate. Well, what does work rate mean, dude? Dave Meltzer invented that term. So you mean the moves they do? Like, oh, his work's better because he does. Like, what does work to me when I go, oh, he works good? To me, that's selling. To me, that's fucking cinching in holds correctly and like making it look real, throwing good punches, being a good hand,
working the crowd,
dude, working the crowd, doing the job, laying flat for the finish, being in the right spots. To me, that's work. So when you're like, oh, it's a 10-star. How many 5-star matches has WWE had? Well, they don't do them all the time because then it buries it when you do it on a pay-per-view. They just have good TV matches, and that's better for the product because they're as Hairline always points out,
compelling television.
it's people they're working together for the crowd and to give you a good TV show to build up to the moment where the crazy Tyler Black shit comes out. You know what I mean? The AJ Styles in Japan
Tyler
shit. It's just like the fact you don't so what is Meltzer rating it on? Like, is he rating it on, like, to me, the best workers are guys with good,
in Japan,
like, good facials, the guys who hit the ropes good, the guys who, so when they're like, it's a star match, but like, okay, but what is it though? Like, oh, he can do a 630 flip. So that like, oh no, he hit the lariat and then the guy popped right up and then hit the lariat. Like, I'm sorry, there's no better storytelling in wrestling. Just watch Hogan versus Andre. That's one of the most best stories told in a match. Hogan's trying to beat this giant and he goes to the outside and then he gets backdropped on the concrete and then he gets him up for the slam finally. Like, that's a story, bro. There's not much, like, I get, like, oh, the work and the kickouts and the false finishes. Is that good work to you guys? Because that's not, like, a false finish doesn't mean you're a good worker because you kicked out at 2 and 3. Like, yeah, sorry, you go ahead.
And one of the other main things he kept saying was all like, well, it depends if it's a 5-star match or not. If it's considered a contender for match of the year. And it's all like, God damn it, dude. You could say any match is fucking a contender for match of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Meltzer can't just be like, dude, no, I just love the flippy shit. Or like, I just love Japan style and these are my subjective ratings. And yes, I am kind of like, yes, I am a little bit, not even biased. Don't have to go, oh, I'm biased. Like, because that's the thing, right? We can all have biases. Like, Hairline, you're biased towards WWE. You're biased towards Jericho. You let him get away with a bit of shit.
What?
Just like I'm biased a little bit towards Kenny and these guys. Like, I know the Young Bucks drive you nuts, but I was putting them over even in this Blood and Guts. Like, I like Nick doing the 2 ring spots and shit. Like, I like that. So
that,
dude. Yeah, man, I do. It reminds me of like old WCW type shit.
It's a member berry. That's all it is. Anyone could have done that spot. It didn't have to be fucking Road Warrior Buck or fucking Balding Buck.
Okay, but the fact it is, see, biases, right? Like, the fact it is shouldn't diminish the spot itself, you know? The fact it was him. But you don't like it because it was a Buck, right? So that's just the point I'm making. Anyways, let's get into some more bullshit. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, took on Taya Valkyrie, and boy, did this match blow up. I was just on fucking Twitter today, and god damn are people going hard. Taya, unfortunately, is like, man, I woke up and people are calling me a fat bitch and saying I'm old and fucking, yeah, she's like, this is fucking, she's like, I wish no one has had to go through this. Now, all I'm saying is that Cody Rhodes did an interview with Chris Van Vliet. I think I mentioned it earlier. And he says, yo, we can't get good if we're not doing this every day. And at AEW, he's like, I watch the best in the world. They weren't doing this shit you got to do it a couple times a week. You can't do it once or twice a month. Britt Baker wrestles like once a month, once every 2 months. Do you know what I mean? So Taya is on Collision, Rampage, Dynamite. I've seen her on every fucking show every week. And she does MLW. And she's busy body. And she's a great worker.
Yeah.
And you could see her doing Britt Baker shit in a first-time matchup. Why the fuck? Now, I'm not putting any of this on Taya, but maybe if Britt was more active, this would have been a better match. I don't put any of this on Taya, like, whatsoever. And you could even see with the Road to Valkyrie or whatever the fuck, Road to I forget what they call them. So sorry. So many moves, so many names. Yeah. But Valkyrie did her move, the biggest botch of it, where you could really see Taya Valkyrie's face is like, motherfucker. But like, you could see like Britt's legs weren't even high enough on her hips or anything. Like, it was all Britt. You could just see she's doing her spin around. She's hitting the ropes going like slow as fuck. No fucking force behind it. And it just seemed like she's just lackadaisical in there.
Trash.
And Taya's in there every week having solid matches with people. I'm not, her work's good. And like, so I'm not saying she's like the next coming of Charlotte Flair, but Taya's been good for years and years, and she's a vet. And fuck those trolls being like, you're fucking out of shape and old and fat. First off, like, I don't think it's cool to like, yeah, exactly. And like, I just think that's goofy. Like, why take a turn? And if you understand anything about wrestling, you could see like that was on Britt. Now, I'm not saying fuck Britt Baker, she's the shits. I know Hairline's gonna go hard, but my whole thing is just like, I don't even hate on Britt either, but she's losing her aura and she doesn't, Yeah, she's just not as over, and her gimmick's getting fucking old, and they don't do anything interesting with her. And she said on AEW All Access, "I'm just gonna take the back seat and let the other women get on the forefront of the division. I don't need to be the women's champ." Blah 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 blah. And now it's like her stock has just gone down, and like she's not even trying in the ring. Like, why you like? Lacey Evans worked better than that match. I would have had a better match. I'm just calling a spade. Like, that was bad. That was on Britt.
Yeah, dude.
And for it to be on a prime spot like that too of the card, and I just feel bad for Taya in this whole situation. And I'm not saying like, oh, Taya should be mad at Britt either. I'm not like saying shit on Britt. But you told me that Britt had said some shit on Twitter, and I had not seen this. So what did she say?
First off, well, no. So before we get into any of that, I just want to say I wrote down in my notes that Taya is probably one of the most talented, if not the most talented, women's wrestler on the AEW roster.
Facts.
So, yeah, man.
Her and Athena.
Also, dime.
Yeah.
If you want to head over to your Instagram DMs, my man, I screenshotted all this.
Okay, so Dr. Britt Baker, DMD on Twitter. This was her response to a fan, I guess. So let me just go through all this Twitter. We were not going to get into Twitter nonsense today, but it looks like we are. Or X, sorry, hairline. I know he's going to get mad at me. So at AEW tweets out, Dr. Britt Baker DMD is ready to remind everyone that TBS is the Brit show. I think it's fucking cringe that they're just stealing Cargill's shit. So at LuLaRoe_Rachel Gabriel, basically she's responding to this, and the match is just a botch fest. No fault of
right.
And Taya Valkyrie, and the fact that DMD even responded to this shows you that Britt knows in her mind that she's fucking responsible for the shit that happened. So develop a performance center for wrestlers like Britt Baker so they improve their craft. She was horrible last night, and she wants to face the Queen Charlotte Flair one day. Please, LOL. And then at Real Britt Baker says, "Sorry, sis, I couldn't hear you over those DMD chants, but bullying looks just about as good on you as that heinous yellow dress." Roasting her yellow dress in her profile pic. Wow. So someone tweeted out at BKN2NYY, constructive criticism isn't bullying. Attacking someone based off of their looks is bullying. The only bully in this thread is you, responding to Britt. AEW neckbeards, it seems you did your share of bullying of Thunder Rosa, but I'll look the other way because I'm an AEW cult member.
For real.
Yeah. Yes, defending bullying with more bullying, very classy. Certainly a much better option than just ignoring her comment. The only thing heinous was your match last night. Yeah, so she just got roasted. I mean, yeah, for her to she's playing the heel gimmick. I guess you could make that argument, but also she, because of how badly she botched, I would just take the L and pipe down on that one personally if it were me.
Yeah, but like the lions don't fucking pay attention to the fucking sheep. You know what I'm saying?
Right, before we skip over this, Hairline was saying off pod, he's like, yeah, the butcher. When I brought up Rampage, he just goes, the butcher. So go ahead, Hairline, walk us through this. A lot of people shitting on the butcher now.
So is it that Cody Rhodes document, that Cody Rhodes interview that you told me about?
Chris Van Vliet.
Where he said, correct. All right, tell the listeners what he said in a nutshell.
He just said, listen, man, you can't do this once a week. You can't do this once a month or twice a month and expect to be good. You have to do this time and time again. You have to do this multiple times a week. And as we saw with the Britt Baker Taya Valkyrie match, it was Botch City, and that's, Britt Baker's declining, and she's supposed to be one of the top females in the world, and the Charlotte Flair of AEW type shit is how people put her, and she's regressed because she does this shit once every few months. And yeah, Cody Rhodes just basically said, you need to be doing live events.
Britt sells a lot of merch though, bro. Yeah, no, okay, but it's basically that. Is the butcher is the definition of not wrestling enough. You know what I'm saying? The guy's he plays bass in a fucking metal band. You know what I'm saying? So he should know that you gotta practice your song several times a week. Mm-hmm. So why can't he take that same fucking mind state, you know what I'm saying, that same fucking discipline and apply it to wrestling? You know what I'm saying?
Because
I don't know, bro.
Dude.
He doesn't even know how to hit the fucking ropes, bro.
AEW is just party time, Excellent Wayne's World.
Yeah,
You
no
know, it's
shit.
just like no care fucking
How
kids.
dare you? Oh, no, hold on. How dare you compare Wayne's World to this
Okay.
fucking trash?
You
First
know
off.
what I meant, though. You know what I meant. Not in terms of quality. But okay, yeah, dude. So whatever. It was a fucking botchy. Just, like, explain what the fuck happened. Like, what the actual elimination was. Just
I took,
explain like what he tried to do or whatever.
they tried to like fucking Brian Cage and fucking Big Bill tried to whip him through the fucking ropes, bro. But he doesn't understand the concept.
Yeah, it was bad.
God.
Anyways,
Yeah,
we're
bro.
spending too much time
They
on
could have.
this.
So I just want to point out something, man. We have all these wrestlers, right?
Yeah,
Like abundance of wrestlers. Like we have to get all these wrestlers on television, correct?
correct.
But for whatever fucking reason, we're getting fucking Jerry Lynn versus Jungle Boy. We couldn't
Bro,
get one of these talents. We have to give one of the backstage fucking trainer guys some television time.
it's
To
utterly
get over this
ridiculous.
ECW, to get over this ECW angle that only fucking 75% of the key demo even lived. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I pitched this when Hook won the FTW title. I said, why don't they get Jerry Lynn's backstage? Why don't they get fucking Sabu? And they brought Sabu in. Now they're bringing Jerry Lynn out. I said, why don't they get RVD, who still like doesn't want to sign anywhere, but is still doing indies and shit? Why don't they have Hook beat all these guys in like an ECW Extreme Rules matches? And then the FTW titles, like, they reinvigorated and it helped, and then all these older talents kind of give Hook a bit of a rub, and fucking they could bring Hoovy back and all these guys because they bring them in anyways.
Nah.
And then they could make it a hardcore division. Nah. Let's save it for Jungle Boy and then randomly just have Jerry Lynn in a face-to-face, and Jungle Boy, who had nothing to do with ECW, no ties to it, isn't the son of an ECW legend who invented the FTW belt. Nah. We're going to have Sabu play with Jericho in some fucking mulch, and we're going to have fucking Jungle Boy not be with his hot-ass fucking girlfriend, but in some ECW angle. Okay. Sorry, you go ahead.
They should have, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to start fantasy, Mark. Okay. They should totally have, they should totally have Jungle Boy and his hot ass girlfriend reenact some ECW promos of like, I don't, was that Raven and his girlfriend? I'm sorry to sound like a fucking uneducated Mark with my wrestling podcast, but like, you get what I'm saying though? Like reenact some of the
like some Shane and Francine shit and some fucking Dreamer and Douglas shit. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Tommy Dreamer shit. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dog.
Okay, but we're on this too much. They brought up Wembley for the first time on Rampage, which is a show nobody watches, and then Collision, they fucking brought up Wembley again. Thank fucking God. But the two shows that people are watching the least, but Hairline, as we transition via the Wrestle Purists on X at Wrestle Purists, all these matches are all being discussed for AEW All In at Wembley Stadium per at SE Scoops. And you're gonna laugh. You're gonna burst out laughing. Okay, they did one good thing.
Dirt sheet shit, right?
Are you ready for the matches? The Young Bucks versus FTR. That's a good. That finally the trilogy. Let's see it happen. But you know the Bucks will go over, and they'll be dressed like the British Bulldogs.
I'm just gonna skip it. I'm just gonna skip that match. I'm kind of sick of FTR, bro.
Oh man. Okay, stop. You'll get into that after. This is the second match that's being worked on. Jack Perry versus, ready? So they're biting my shit, Rob Van Dam. I predict they should have did all this with Hook. You just said that. Yeah, what the fuck? They should have did all this with Hook.
You just said that. Like,
they're doing what I was saying, but they did shittier shit. They had Sabu do dumb shit in the worst pay-per-view of all time. You know, they had fucking Jerry Lynn do a face-off, and now they're having Rob Van Dam wrestle Jack Perry, okay?
Oh, that's kind of cool, though, if that's like what it's leading to. Like,
I guess, but what if I mean, they're doing my story, I said, but what the fuck does Jack Perry have to do with FTW or ECW? How about Hook's dad invented the belt,
Taz's kid over?
Is a Tad. God. Yeah, he's the same age. They were best friends. He was best friends with Jungle Boy. And how about, here's a story. Hey, Hook, guess what? Your dad's fat and retired now, and I almost punched him in the face back in the day, and he backed down for me. I'm going to punch you in the face. Rob Van Dam can come say that to Hook. Ready for this last match they're considering. Ready? Jeff Jarrett versus Grey Day.
Who? What the fuck is a
Grado.
Grado?
Grado.
Is that the pizza guy? Is that the pizza guy?
It's the joke guy from TNA. It was the joke
Is it the
wrestler
guys in
who
Walmart? The
he
guys
might
in
as well
Walmart
be.
that
If this is for real, dude, I can't take this fucking
What about CM Punk? Where's CM Punk?
nowhere. And why the fuck would Grado just, oh, it'll be great. He's from the UK. God damn it, man. That's crazy to me,
That
dude.
what is that? Yeah, since Grado's from the UK, we're not gonna fly him in. And you can work with Jeff Jarrett.
We're missing Dynamite right now, and I don't want to give you spoilers, but
Good.
RVD is there. So
Shocker.
so
Don't say it.
yeah, so this was confirmed. This is just crazy that they're doing my story that I thought of, but just with the other guy. So anyways, per Joey Romano, he says WWE screwed up when RVD approached them about one more run. Now AEW has him, and he's a definite icon and needle mover.
No.
A while back, me and him were exchanging messages on here. This was the night of the draft, and he was at the podium announcing picks. I just wanted to thank him for giving me some of the greatest matches I had in my career, RVD. So I guess RVD, when he was doing the draft, approached WWE about one more run. They declined it, and now he's with AEW, gonna build up to the Wembley show. I don't know. This is actually kind of cool. Anyways, let's
go though. Like, what's the last RVD? Like, what's the last RVD match you watched?
I've seen clips of him like on the indies, like hitting 5 stars and still able to jump to the top ropes, and he's doing matches with guys on the indies,
Are they great?
Tony Khan will put him on Dark or something. So let's talk about other news happening in wrestling and Collision, Ricky Stark's CM Punk segment, and the Real World's Championship. Tony Schiavone is in the ring to interview CM Punk. And CM Punk comes to the ring. He's carrying his red bag. Now, this shit was great, bro. I loved this whole thing here. It dragged on a little bit. So basically, Punk comes out. He's like, yo, Wembley's coming up. Hey, I'm the only one who's brought up Wembley in this fucking company. How about that? Speaking of Wembley, like, yo, I'm the real world's champion. And
yeah, hold on though. Right before the Wembley thing, he said, I always make my rounds. Who was that aimed at?
I always make my rounds. Dude,
yeah, he looked at the camera and he goes, I always make my rounds. Who was he sneak dissing?
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
Maybe we want to rewatch that together.
Yeah, we'll have to look into it. Maybe I'll do some Twitter diving and be like, okay, who is he talking about exactly? But anyways, though, I like that you pointed that out, because you know what? I didn't even catch that as like a shot at anybody. I just thought he was being like, I don't know. So that was that. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm gonna have to look into that.
He looked at the camera.
Yeah. I know. And I'm thinking back and I'm going, oh yeah, who was that a shot at?
Right. Yeah, because that's how he'd be.
Maybe at the Bucks or some, who knows? But anyways,
yeah.
Punk is like, listen, Starks has beaten me twice. I can take the L, but in this bag, I'm the real world's champion. And this title has my name on it, not because I deserve it, but because I fucking earned it. Nobody submitted me or pinned me when it's been on the line. But Ricky, you've beaten me twice. Like, I don't know. This is great because he was getting Ricky over while being like, but I'm still the world champ and I'm not in fucking tag matches dancing around, bitch. And he sprays the X on the world title. And goddamn, does this not suit Punk? Like, I'm surprised WWE didn't have him do this way before when he was going to leave, the angle where he was going to leave the Summer Punk and all that. I'm surprised WWE didn't have him do this, because this is great shit. And the X goes right over the E in AEW. And he's just like, listen, motherfuckers, like, this X has represented Punk since 97. This is the foundation I've built my career on. It means I'm straight edge, man. And straight edge means I'm better than you, man. Sorry, straight edge shit is always funny to me. And it belongs on Collision. Yeah. And this title is not stolen, unlike my catchphrase, I'm the real world champion. Starks comes. Sorry, you go ahead, and then we'll get into Starks coming out. Sorry, you go ahead with Punk's bit, and then we'll get into.
No. You're good. You're good. You're just marking out over this promo.
It was, dude. This was good. This is reminding me
of
old shit, old school wrestling. And then I felt like it did drag, but Starks comes out, and then Starks is a way better heel than he is a babyface. I'm sorry. So he's going bow, and then people online are hold on. He's just the Rock. He's just the Rock, and it's like, no, you guys are fucking. Go ahead.
So I absolutely hate that I'm about to admit this, but this is where commentary popped me. Is fucking Ricky was all like, all right, you guys, I'm the fucking champ, and I'm gonna go back there, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna pretend I didn't just come out there and say that. And when I come and make my entrance, I want you guys to all act surprised. And then Nigel goes, "It's Ricky Stark!" And then McGilligani or whatever goes, "What a surprise!"
Yeah.
And then, man, I don't know, man, that popped the shit out of me, and that's the first time those guys popped me, you know, and it's been a few weeks of this now. So
just relax, bro. You're gonna see. You're gonna see, dude. Riccaboni's the man.
No, listen, they fucked up. Okay, so back to this CM Punk shit though. I also like how he said responsible adults wake up and do what they have to fucking do. That was for sure a shot at the fucking Bucks. I disagree with you, man. I think this shit's officially become WCW fucking. You got Hulk Hogan putting himself over. Fucking look at me and my belt rather than just fucking letting MJF. I'm not trying to shit on
but
him.
Hairline. MJF, you got to think though. MJF and Punk had one of the most captivating storylines, correct? And then you got to think that Punk never lost.
Is Tony Khan gonna book that?
Listen, yes, yeah, I feel yes, dude. It's gonna be
Are you
after.
Sure?
I don't know, but listen, they have it as long as Punk has this fake title, and then they carry it down the line. Whenever the Cole, like, what's going to come after Cole MJF? Are we going to get a year out of Cole MJF?
They're never going to break up. That's a forever.
I don't think we get a year out of it. And even if they don't break up,
it's a forever.
And even if they don't break up, though, listen, who is going to challenge? Okay, they don't break up, so Cole's not going to fight MJF. Who's next? MJF's going to go, hey, this punk ass. You have MJF, who's an ironic babyface, and then you have fucking Punk, who's the babyface, but everyone's booing him. That's like a weird, twisted metal fucking match made in heaven right there. A rematch where the roles are reversed, but really MJF's really the heel and really Punk's the bad guy. But the first time, but like it was like the roles are weirdly reversed in this weird way where, you know what I mean? And that's it right there to unify the world title. That's the rematch. Like that's the match for Wembley even. What the fuck are we doing here? Why haven't we been building to that the whole time? What are we going to get at Wembley? Roderick Strong versus MJF. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
Well, apparently fucking FTR versus the Young Bucks and fucking Jeff Jarrett versus some local fucking bloke.
Some local bloke, yeah. Okay, but listen, though.
What's the other one you said? Sting versus fucking Darby?
No, Sting's hurt because he fucking did a ladder spot outside.
Yeah, because he got talked into it.
Yeah,
I think it will be great. I'll give you guys an extra 5 minutes. Darby's gonna throw himself into a garbage bag filled with thumbtacks, and he's gonna jump off the ladder. It's gonna be real great.
Okay, but listen. So Starks goes, listen, Punk. Whatever you have is mine. I've beaten you twice. And like nobody else has done that. And Punk's like, are you the face of Collision or are you the face of cheating, bro? You grab the fucking rope. And then I don't know. Basically they set up Punk versus Starks for the real world's championship, daddy. And Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is the special guest, her referee. Yeah, I don't know. I like this. It's because because in Ring of Honor, no, hold on. Excalibur's going to explain this to you. Because in Ring of Honor, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat refereed a myriad of CM Punk's matches before.
I would rather watch fucking the Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders.
How good was Maxine and the Alpha Academy on Raw, dude? How good? Was
We'll
that
get to
shit,
it.
dude? We'll get to it. So I guess Ricky the
I
Dragon Steamboat,
God,
Tony Khan's like, yeah, Tony Khan's like, let's fucking just drop cash on Legends before Wembley Day.
Why? What does it? What? Okay, no, Excalibur wasn't even there. No, never mind. Excalibur will explain this. He'll go, and this is why Ricky the Steamboat Dragon has attached all this. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it's because Ricky Steamboat used to referee Punk matches in Ring of Honor.
Okay, so I guess let's fly him in.
And considering this is the catch-up show, we should talk about the Adam Cole MJF angle after their match with FTR from the same show. AEW World Tag Team Championship match, FTR and Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, the champs, take on MJF and Adam Cole, baby.
Better than you, baby.
So, okay, this match was fucking great. FTR's been crushing it, man, with tag matches. Great. They always have. They're the best tag team in the world, I think, right now. Maybe the Usos could rival them, but Usos are kind of splitting up lately. And
what did you just say? Listen, no. Don't, you can't entertain the fact that anyone is a better tag team than Jimmy and Jay. That's not.
I just mean recently, like in the last couple weeks, FTR's having classics where Jimmy and Jay are like, they're split up. They're working like an injury angle. Only one of them's on TV. So once they reunite, there's the argument, you know?
I would say even fucking Juice and fucking Jay are better than fucking FTR at the moment, man. FTR just kind of seems like the same cookie cutter crap every match. And like, I don't know, man, like,
I disagree, bro. They're having real, like, go watch any old territory tag match and they're just doing that shit.
Yeah, no. Right. And I get that. Yeah, for sure. Like how we watched that NWA and the Freebirds work the headlock.
Patreon.com/prowrestletimes.
Yeah. Shout out to our Patreons. Not one, but two. Yeah. Acknowledged.
Russ Paxton and Reggie Rodriguez.
He's my manager.
I know what you're saying, brother. But yeah. Anyways, these guys are over as fuck, though, man. Like whatever you want to say about FTR, dude. Most people go, nah, dude. And this arena was dual chanting double clothesline FTR, double clothesline FTR, and like they're over, dude. They have great matches, you know.
They're the same. They're the same people that go DMD and take it.
Man, you watch Rampage. You watch Rampage. You're worse than like a bunch of these marks who talk shit on Twitter and don't even watch Rampage, like you and me. No, we're too deep.
I only felt pressured. I only felt pressured to watch fucking Rampage because I feel like I'm missing out on key storyline shit. It's all like, well, I guess Darby's mad at this guy now, and I have no reason why because I didn't give 45 minutes to the fucking B show, and then I watched the B show.
Yeah.
And no, listen, I watched the B show.
Right.
And it's just some fucking chubby bass player that can't fucking hit the ropes right against fucking the truck stop guy and the sports entertainer.
Okay, I'm listening.
I wish Big Bill never fucking punted that midget because like or he could like write. I just wish he could go back to WWE, bro. Because like this is a waste of fucking Big Cass's talent. It's like he's actually entertaining.
No, don't be sorry, brother. Did you buy into like MJF and Cole might win the belts in this match? Like they had me a couple times.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Dude, wrestling. I don't know. I'm not gonna go over the bells and whistles. This was just a great fucking tag match, and both guys were so over, and I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. And then basically FTR get the win, right? They defend the belts. That was the right call. I truly feel that way. I don't know, man. This match was, I know you're like, they're doing the same shit, but like, okay, they just had FTR's just had back-to-back, like two of the best tag matches I can remember in a fucking while, man. Other than if you want to look at like what Sami Zayn and KO are doing, you know, like I don't think anyone's touching this shit in tag wrestling. So
tell me some of your favorite moments from these past FTR matches. Why they're so memorable.
Bro.
What is it about?
Dude, it's like just that their work looks like a real struggle between people, and it's not just
the sequence.
Hit your finish. It's not just like you kick out a finisher and then I'll kick out a finisher and then you kick out and then you do a flip and then I'll fucking kick out. It's just like they get you with the false finishes. Like all four of these guys just get it. And when you get FTR in there, the FTR just gets it, bro. They just grab a headlock. People make fun of the no fists, no flips, just fists, like even MJF, but that's what MJF is too. It's just like, bro, no, what does no flips, thing, just bro. Fists mean? They mean fucking just grab a headlock. And Cole's always been that way. Like his craziest move is the fucking destroyer, the Panama Sunrise. He's not up there doing even like moonsaults or anything. You know what I mean? He's just a fucking regular dude who wrestles. Like, and that's why people believe him, even though because of his size. So it's like that's. Go ahead.
He super kicks every 5 seconds.
Yeah. But so do the Usos, so do the Bucks, so do fucking everybody nowadays. So does Kevin Owens.
No, so does Swerve.
That's what I mean. Everyone does it. Everyone does. It's just like, okay.
That doesn't make it okay though. Everyone's smoking crack doesn't mean I'm smoking crack.
No, I know, but like that's what wrestling is. Like here's the dumbest thing ever. You own WWE and you have Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns both doing the spear as their finish. Why? Like it's just it's stupid, man. It's fucking more.
No, it's not stupid.
No, yes, it is, bro. Everyone does the spear and everyone does the super kick now. It's the worst, most buried fucking move. They're the two like moves that I go, okay. When I see new people do them, I'm just like, get some new shit. You know what I mean? Like they're the most overused fucking moves by everyone in the world. I just don't care about a spear or a fucking super kick unless Roman's hitting a spear. Or like I don't care. And then even Ricky, his spear is awesome. Yeah, it is. But like the fact he's using a fucking spear when everyone's he does a spear, I don't. Like even Charlotte Flair spears people. Like it's not over with me whatsoever anymore.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
So why are like technically, man, everyone doing these super kicks? It's like we've completely just discredited and bodied Shawn Michaels.
We just buried a move. We buried the spear. We buried the super kick. We've buried pile drivers and tombstones and apron bombs and they bury every fucking thing, and I don't know, man.
One example here. The whole thing about the Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels retirement match.
God, was that
a good match? The super kick. You know what I'm saying? The fucking Shawn Michaels getting ready to do the super kick, Ric Flair crying, Shawn Michaels crying.
That is one of the greatest matches of all time, dude.
This move ended a career.
But then Flair.
Swerve Strickland over
Flair's career.
Flair. Right. But then you got Swerve Strickland doing it 15 times.
He doesn't. He doesn't do it 15 times. Swerve's move is like
a different name.
Swerve's move is like a flying heel kick. Like it's not even really the super kick. He does like the flying fucking. But I know what you're talking about. Like the guys where it's like super kick his shin and then he falls to his knees and then super kick him in the fucking head and then super kick him like Seth Rollins super kick to super kick. Like. It's too much, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got fuck Shawn Michaels, huh? Pretty much.
Yeah. So, anyways, though, after the match,
my bad.
MJF and Adam Cole, they're fucking crying. They're having this emotional moment. Adam Cole's back's turned, but they're still like, no, we're good. Adam Cole's back's turned. MJF is looking at the belt like I'm gonna cram him.
My God.
Cram him. What the fuck?
That was intense.
And so this was like real good shit. And he sold it well. And then he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And they embrace. And it's like, okay, they really are fucking partners. And I don't know. Adam Cole's like, you didn't do it. And like, I'm so proud of you. And then they got on the turnbuckles and were like, yeah. And then I thought for one split moment, I was like, oh shit, Adam Cole's going to low blow him off the buckle. Because like for a second there, MJF went on and then Adam Cole stared at him from behind. And I went, oh, Adam Cole's going to turn on MJF right here. But no. And thankfully they didn't do that. You got to keep this story going. It's compelling. It's getting good ratings and shit. And the ratings for this collision, I think, again, like they retain people for their main events. And that's the thing. Like their numbers go up for the main events. Dynamites go way down, dude. And it happened again this week. They tickled 1 million on Dynamite, but then the fucking viewers went way down for the main event, dude. Like 200,000 just disappeared. And it's like, fuck, man. Yeah, like put Collision on Wednesday and you'll see that change.
The positive thing about this angle is like it's going to help get all that shit with MJF over and all.
Yeah.
There's negative to it though. You know what I'm saying? In the same breath, like, so I guess fuck the championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Like, so MJF and Adam Cole don't need to be in the title picture. So, like, more or less, that's what I mean by the positive shit. These guys are over without a belt or any kind of shit like that.
It's dumb that
but,
that their world title is wrapped up in this picture to the point you're making.
Right, but we're shitting right. We're shitting on the world title at the same time, So it's kind of like how fucking all the shit with Jay and Roman. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I guess fuck Roman's belt too.
I don't know. I'm not one of these people who are like, the world champ has to defend all the time. But when your world champ is just in a tag angle and you have Wembley coming up and your world champ's not in a world championship angle, what are we doing here, folks?
Yeah, and his last defense was that little goofy angle with the New Japan crap, so.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess fuck that belt.
Yeah.
I guess why I see him, I see why CM Punk's crying, about the fucking I never lost this, brother.
What do you want to talk about? Hairline?
Not fucking AEW. Could we finally get it done with? Like, so I can start just acting normal now.
Yeah, no, the Great American Bash. The Mid-American Bash. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa! Oh, damn, brother. What was mid about it?
It was just, it was like half good, half like, okay. But there were some real big highlights to take away from it, specifically fucking Thea Hale and Tiffany Stratton, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, my man. That's what I was telling you off pod. That was the shit, dude. I don't know, man. Obviously fucking that's the whole thing, is you're the AEW mark, I'm the WWE mark, but fucking NXT's really over with.
Yeah.
I don't know. These guys are hungry, Fucking,
yeah, they're hungry.
Other than
we got them hungry.
Johnny Gargano.
We're starving them. They've been starved. They're
Triple H.
Vince Gargano's really great talent.
What?
What? What the fuck is AEW?
His wife's a fairy.
Send Gargano in that fucking fairy to All Elite Wrestling.
I know. We'll have Logan Paul wrestle like AEW.
Get me Moose. I want Moose. We're signing Moose.
Dude, I think I saw Moose is now tagging with Matt Cardona's friend, and I'm kind of glad we're not. I'm definitely glad we're not watching Impact at the moment, because aren't those like the two main people I complained about the most?
Yes, Moose and Myers. Yeah.
And then who's ribbing me?
Someone's listening. Someone's listening to the show.
Yeah, well, fuck that guy. Watch this.
Okay, so let's get into the bash.
Fucking hold on, one more thing. Did you see how Cardona took the fucking the woman's title to Japan with him?
Yeah, bro. And him and Steph DeLander are like, they're so goddamn over with me. Steph DeLander, whoever says, she's so over with me, and just everything Cardona's doing works with me. And he was in the Cody Rhodes doc that day. For some reason, they even made his name Matt Cardona that day.
Well, like fucking Vince McMahon, if it's not broke, we're not gonna fix it, pal.
Yeah, dude. Vince flew to Cody's fucking house, man. How crazy is that? That Vince got on a plane, flew to Cody's house, and was like, "No, we're not changing a thing. It ain't broke. I don't need it fixed. That's not what I'm buying." That's what he said. Like, I'm not buying a broken thing. Like, I'm buying fucking Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
How many people have done that? How many people have done that in their fucking careers, dude? Like,
just Cody. He's all like feeling guilty. I know what will get me back over with Dusty. Sir, Dusty's dead.
Well, what? Get me a plane. Get me a plane and a paralegal. I need to make a trip to Atlanta. Yeah. The last man I met in Atlanta was the Ultimate Warrior. Sir, that was Eric Bischoff.
I won't buy your comments.
No, it was me. I bought I bought WCW. Yeah.
I don't mean a side tangent and turn this into a whole other thing, but like, how jealous do you think Bray Wyatt got of this whole thing?
Dude.
Vince just shits over all his little ideas. And like,
And then he
he's
just
telling
brings
Cody,
Cody
like,
back with his theme song and
Cody's
fucking
perfect. Cody, yeah, that's what I'm
and all
saying.
the marks, dude. Like, here's the thing, too. Cody does this whole doc. Like, there was this whole narrative on Twitter about like Cody's they stole AEW, fucking all these people on
Good,
Twitter, and you know who you are. They
they're not a
stole
threat.
Cody Rhodes from AEW. Meltzer said it, so they all repeated, all the bots. They took the whole gimmick and everything and made it their top guy.
Stole it.
Bro. And then in this doc, they show Cody, and Cody's like, yeah, dude, I was the American Nightmare in Japan and all these other fucking places. And this is the same gimmick.
Yeah,
Like, this is the
for
same.
sure.
And then it shows Cody in Japan coming out to Kingdom and fucking all that shit, dude. And it's just like, yeah, this is what we tried to tell you, goddamn marks. On X, sorry, not Twitter. I guess they changed that too.
It's a post now, not a tweet.
The world's going to shit, Hairline. Let's talk about the Great American Bash. Okay, so Hairline, did you watch the kickoff for the Great American Bash event?
Nah, actually, no, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So Metaphor took on Dragon Lee, Nathan Frazier, Valentina Feroz, and Ulissa Leon in like a 8-person mixed gender tag match. And basically, yeah, Metaphor just healed. It's crazy to me that Nathan Frazier and Dragon Lee don't have anything to do on NXT better than this. I mean, this match was just like flippy and trying to get the girls over, so it was what it was. But yeah, so that was that. Let's get into the actual event itself, though. We kick things off with the NXT Tag Team Championship, Gallus versus Tony D'Angelo and the family. Hairline, why don't you take us through this?
Man, fucking, so we opened up with this rat intro where, like, there's all these rats pouring in. I want to say I was very fucking impressed with D'Angelo's his left and right. You know what I'm saying, man? He kind of reminded me of Crush when he was Beefcake. You know, like, I don't know. It's just like, it's a very 90s, 80s fucking big body fucking, you know, chuck you around wrestler. It's like, it's how fucking, what's his face? Ridge the Fridge should be wrestling. That, you know, and like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I wrote all these guys lay their shit in. All 4 of them just lay their shit in. But this is good tag work, and I really like both of these teams. The family's starting to get more over with me. I wasn't there at the beginning of the D'Angelo stuff, but I get it. I get why people like it. And it just reminds me of like the old FBI and ECW, you know, Tony Mama Luke and Big Vito and shit. But yeah, man, and we got new tag champions.
Yeah, man, new tag champ for sure, bro.
So is it the right choice to take them off Gallus and put them on the family? I'm more entertained by the family, so I think that was the right move.
I don't know, man. Like, Coffee's entertaining, and it's not that the other guys like aren't entertaining. It's just like,
yeah,
I don't know. They're not.
Does Coffee not team with his brother? Like, why is it always Wolfgang? Like, do the Coffee brothers not ever team? Or like, I thought they used to team back in the day.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've watched Coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wrote Coffee and his goons, but they're called Gallus as a faction.
Yeah, they're Gallus. It's Wolfgang and then the Coffee brothers, right? So up next we had a Weapons Wild match, even though we just had a Kane match on the last NXT, but we got a Weapons Wild match. Roxanne Perez versus Blair Davenport. Blair Davenport jumps Perez like she's wearing a hoodie and comes out the crowd and fucking attacks her at the start. And then this match, I don't know, is a lot of gaga. I guess they're like pushing Perez and keeping her important while she doesn't have the belt. But like Davenport's whatever for me. Roxanne got really over with me.
Man, and hold on.
In this match, and yeah, there was just a lot of spots I felt like these girls didn't need to be doing. Like, for this, like, I don't know, it just feels a little forced. Like, when girls are doing this stuff, I don't know, man, maybe I'm too old school, but yeah, it was the match was what it was. Roxanne got really over with me as a baby face in this whole scenario. Sorry, you were about to get at me for shitting on Davenport. What?
Well, because Davenport's a fucking dime.
Sure, yeah.
What?
It's just, I feel like her gimmick is like she's like a cheap Steph DeLander,
bro. Don't you remember her shit with fucking Will Ospreay in fucking New Japan?
Yeah. I like Blair.
Great.
I like Blair Davenport, but I just feel, was she in AEW at all? I think at the very beginning. Hey,
I don't.
no, I do like her, but I just feel like I called her a cheap Steph DeLander. I just shouldn't say that, but I
Yeah,
feel
you,
there's too many
bro.
girl gimmicks that are,
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
you also like fucking Athena, so there's
Right.
that.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Okay. Whatever. You can show Athena.
fucking Roxanne's mom was ringside with her sister. So
Mm-hmm.
again, Tony just distraught. Huh, they're just stealing my thing again.
Yeah, and
They literally
their
just did this.
family was selling it really good too. Roxanne's family. I don't know. I
Yeah,
just got the whole baby face thing got over with me, like how she was playing it and how she overcame and fighting, I don't know, a
no,
seemingly bigger opponent.
it was almost man. I don't. God, is this too much? Like it was almost better than Liv Morgan selling like that beating. You know, it's just very fucking. I don't know. I was
I don't
invested
know.
in the beating.
Yeah.
You know,
What did
I don't know, man.
Blair
Fucking
what did Blair Davenport used to be called before WWE? She was called B Priestley, right? That's right. Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
was,
Free
yeah, sorry.
Priestley.
It was on the tip of my tongue there. I mean, so the match, like it was what it was, right person went over. What were your thoughts? It was good.
Yeah. So yeah, fucking. I don't know, man. I like the cowbell. That was cool. It was a shout out to Dusty,
Mm,
even though this girl never worked with Dusty. You know,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Booker found her.
Right. But the whole
Yeah.
event
So
is based off of like Dusty's concept, you know? So
goddamn right.
yeah.
Goddamn right. No, man. But so we had a table spot the second match in. So I wrote that in my notes. I sure hope there's no more table spots the rest of the night.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, man, it was a really feel good ending. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, I don't know. Yeah, like basically, fucking, in a nutshell, what you said. It really just got Roxanne super over with. Like,
Right.
you know,
So
like
up next,
almost on a Bailey level. I don't.
up next, we had Gable Steveson, who took on Baron Corbin, and Steveson made his debut. This match, so basically, there was like a schmoz. It didn't last long. It was a schmoz finish where they both did a double count out. So basically, this feud's gonna continue more, and
Yeah,
this
keep
is
going.
actually very
SummerSlam,
smart
dead
to
ass.
get a guy like Steveson in there with a Corbin and have it like just give them a rub, but don't like make it so there's got to be a rematch. And then after the rematch, there might be a third match. And then after that third, you can maybe even get a fourth if it's hot enough and the
Bro,
match
I'm
is good enough
listen.
because
I'm telling you,
he's just learning and gaining experience points while he's in there.
they're gonna have some kind of like at SummerSlam. And ladies and gentlemen, Gable Stevenson, and he's gonna be in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna have Corbin come out and talk some shit. I fucking for sure, bro. Something.
Yeah, that could work, man. That could
Um,
work. And I like how they go, Corbin retired Kurt Angle, and that was like a weird thing they did that is now they're finding a way to pay off later. Well, Kurt Angle could come special guest ref a Steveson fucking Corbin match or something, right? Like that could be, why couldn't
right.
that happen, right? Corbin retired him. So this is all like it's good shit, pal. But like I'm not
Yeah, it
sitting
was
here going,
decent,
this
pal.
blew me away and this is the most over shit ever. But here's what I'll say. Steveson, he can sell way better than I thought. He was way better than I thought he was gonna be. Now, he's not a Kurt Angle, he's not like a Ronda Rousey or a Cain Velasquez. Like Cain Velasquez can do all that lucha style shit. Like he's not one of these guys who comes over from wrestling or grappling or MMA and just like blows you away with his first match. But fuck, dude, he was a lot better than I thought he was gonna be. I'm gonna be completely honest. Selling where his pacing, where to be, his brawling when the brawl happened. Or no, was that on the show? That might have been on the show prior, but he did this one thing where like he was brawling with Corbin and everyone was pulling them apart, and then he pointed at the corner like it was almost like a little too much, but he gets it. So okay, I'm interested to see. A lot of people hate Gable Steveson.
Yeah, man. So this match, fucking Baron Corbin's all about burning ships now. That's pretty fucking rad. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
I don't that to me, I didn't quite.
Um,
I'm like, he comes up with the pirate ship shit, and I was like, just
you
don't
know,
do that. But it's all good. It's all good.
because he's burning down everything.
Ugh,
I don't know.
ugh.
It's Corbin, get in here. I got an idea for you, pal. Why
You're
I
gonna
got one
promote
thing
last
going
year's
on.
WrestleMania for this year's WrestleMania.
Wouldn't it be Shawn Michaels though?
Yeah,
I don't got a Shawn Michaels impersonation.
me neither, dude. I don't got one.
Yeah, man. So fucking I don't know. Stevenson was okay. The only thing I didn't like is fucking when he was hulking up, he was kind of fucking no selling shit.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's like the whole point of like hulking up, but like he just wasn't doing it right, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
he's green.
yeah, right. Obviously, he's gonna be great. Did you notice Corbin did a fucking high risk Corbin? I wrote down high risk Corbin off that announce table. I don't know, man. Like it's rare you see Corbin do any form of like fucking high risk anything.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, man, this is all good for Stevenson, man. He's gonna, because they did it all. They went out and brawled around the table. They did a little pull apart. They're just, think about all these little things that in 5-10 years Stevenson's going to be able to apply on live TV. This is money right here. Up next we had the North American Championship. Dirty Dom, yeah, versus Wesley, yeah, versus Mustafa Ali, yeah. So this match I feel like was, do I want to say match of the night? I don't want to say that. um
nah.
nah, but this was close. This was like my one of the highlights of the show. Judgment Day all being out there is fucking awesome.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, that was great. Just to
I
like, I
love.
don't know, they run the WWE right now, dude.
Oh
and
well,
and so
you're all right. I
this
take
was
back all
here.
those things I said
So
about you.
basically, this triple threat, as they are, was there not because, oh, it's a blood feud or whatever. It was just there to basically like protect Mustafa Ali, because uh they are sort of, he didn't take the pin, and you can tell by the way this match was booked and his Mustafa Ali's presentation, he's like a big deal on NXT. That's kind of how they're portraying him. Like, yo, he's like, I don't know, he's maybe will get his due now that everyone on fucking X or Twitter, whatever, complains that he doesn't get his due. And but this match overall was, it was for a
Man,
triple threat. I thought it was really solid. I thought this is again good for Mysterio. And then Wes Lee, though, losing his belt, losing again, and then Ali and Lee, like Mysterio, like Ali had Wes Lee beat, but then Mysterio threw Ali out of the ring and then weaseled the belt. So the finish was great, and it was like a good dirty Dom finish. And then you have a good like Wesley versus Ali angle, pardon me, going forward. Like that's a match you can put on NXT, whatever, moving forward. So this was a great, like, just the booking choice and everything. I felt like it was done really well. But Wesley, man, he's fallen off, I guess, or what? Like, what's going on with him? He's just lost his belt, did the job for the triple threat. He'll probably lose to Mustafa Ali unless they let him get his
well,
comeuppance over Ali. But yeah,
yeah, he's going into that redemption angle. Oh, I'm becoming a new man. I
right.
keep
So,
losing.
so what did you make of this match? And then there was a little there was a segment there that I skipped over, but we'll just circle back to it. So what did you make of this triple threat, though? And Dirty Dom retaining, obviously.
Bro, you ain't gonna tell me. I knew going in that Dom was gonna lose.
Yeah, of
Don't
everyone.
expect
Yeah,
a new champ ever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, I thought I thought it was epic that Rhea was fanning herself. When they said Dominic Mysterio, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
she's so good.
but we've always, yeah, man, this was very fucking the start of the match was very a classic sports entertainment match. You know, the two baby faces teaming up on the heel being a baby, or I mean a chicken shit heel,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of shit. You know, the crowd just being worked into wanting to fucking see Dom get his. But yeah, man, fucking, I wrote Ali's the embodiment of all these whiny trap rappers. This is the whiny sound club. You owe me this and you owe me that. Oh god, I'm sorry to fucking throw shade, but it's just that's what it reminds me of. And then God, man, when fucking Ali botched that, I know it wasn't a fucking real botch. I know that sounds funny, but fucking the botch, the 450 onto the fucking apron, bro. It's crazy. He was willing to take that fucking bump.
Yeah,
You know?
I was like, you didn't need to do that, but okay.
Yeah. Just they're all like, all right, well, we need you to do some kind of break spot. He's all like, what if I botched my 450? They're like, oh.
No, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I get.
Yeah. They were trying to steal the show with this one, with these three, but it just.
Yeah, man. And then I enjoyed the interactions between Wesley and Mommy. She slammed him through the fucking the announce table
I
and
don't
all
like
that.
how she was like
I do.
chasing him and he's like running away from her. Like, what? She's gonna slap you? And like, I liked when she slammed him through the table and then they throw him in the ring, but it was just the way there was a while there where she was chasing him around. Like when a girl tried to kiss you when you're in the third fucking grade and you're trying to run away from her, like just push her over. You're a man. Just fucking, fucking tell the ref and go fucking handle your business. Like, what the fuck are you running around doing, jumping
I
over
don't know.
shit? I thought that was, I didn't like that, but I like when she like slammed him through the table and all that leading into the finish. But it was just,
Dog,
and like
it's a
I'm
class,
not like Rhea
bro.
can't slam men. I'm not like, I'm
Dog,
not saying that. I just thought that, I don't know, her chasing him around, like, dude, come on, you wouldn't run like that, like.
it's fucking Android 18 and Krillin. Knock it off.
Yeah, I
Um,
guess.
yeah, man. Fucking. I also liked how fucking vocal Rhea was outside the ring. The fucking no, and the fucking just I don't know, man. It reminded me kind of like fucking Paige on AEW. It's a different side of Rhea we're seeing here. She's like she interacts with the crowd more on these NXT shows, and I don't know. So
Yeah,
it's
dude,
cool to
she's in
see.
God mode right now.
Yeah, man. Thank God for Rhea, actually, because thanks to her, fucking Dirty Dom retained.
Yeah,
So like
dude,
I said, dog,
exactly.
don't expect a new champ ever. This is
And so, but
like,
either before that match or after it, JC Jane, we went backstage and JC Jane attacked Lyra Valkyria, which they
yeah, it was
brawled.
before that.
And yeah, and Rhea like enjoyed it. Oh, right. And it was as her and Dom, and she's like, that's what I was waiting for. So we should note that too. That the brawl it was what it was. JC Jane, I love, and it's good to see she's back. Lyra Valkyria, I can't really say her goddamn name. It just sounds like Taya Valkyrie. But she got over me.
Lyra, Lyra.
Yeah, I know. Lyra Valkyria. It sounds exactly like
Yeah.
Taya Valkyrie. It's the exact same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, they're stealing my names too.
I mean, they
Somebody
might as
get
well.
Vince on the phone.
But
Somebody text
Valkyria
Vince.
really won me over with the last match I saw her in. But now for the highlight of the show, I thought this was my favorite whole thing of the show was the NXT Women's Championship, a submission match. Tiffany Stratton, your champion, yeah, versus Thea Hale, yeah, 19-year-old prodigy. Wrestled on AEW Dark before, did a job, just got squashed, and then whatever. She must have been like 17 or 18 when she did that. She graduated high school less than a year ago, and Hairline and I have put over before like how goddamn good she is at just she's just over the top selling this Chase U thing, and it just works for her. Like she's into it. It usually is a while before you see someone like throw themselves comfortably into a character sort of so silly as this Thea Hale, and I enjoy it. It is sports entertainment like through and through and through,
The
dude. Like
max. Yeah.
it's so goddamn good, and she is fucking good for being 19. Like, I'm sorry, Nick Wayne
Yes,
and all this
Nick
shit.
Wade.
Yeah,
Yes, Nick Wade.
Nick Wayne can flip and
He did
dive
jump
and all this shit, but this girl has size, even though she's short.
and he slapped
Look
his
at
knee.
her, look at her fucking build. It's a woman's build. She can wrestle, like really, like actually wrestle a match. Like I get it. Yes, flips are cool, super kicks are cool, dives are cool, and I love them too. Sometimes I just want to watch flippy shit, but like she can really,
Gross.
I don't know. She sells, she lays her shit in, she snugs the fucking holds in tight. Stratton, I mean, she's
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's
24.
talk about Tiffany. Tiffy
She's
Tom
20.
Daddy.
She's gorgeous. She's the future of the WWE. She's the new Trish Stratus.
Fuck
She's
yeah.
24 years
I'm
old.
proud of you.
The
Welcome
prettiest
aboard, bud.
moonsault ever, the PME. So over with me. Such a good move. I love simple finishers, the pile driver, the DDT,
Yeah, man.
the
Fuck
moonsault.
yeah, yes, less is more.
Sure. And like, sure, do a shooting star press. I'm down, but like I don't need it every single match. I like when finishes are protected and just she has a protected moonsault finish. Although this was a submission match, which again, we saw Stratton too. She came out with the Romero special, early in the match.
Goddamn right.
She got her in the surfboard stretch and all that. I mean, and then the finish was great too because it protects Thea Hale, the Chase, you guys throw in the towel. My only wish is this match got a little more time and their shit on the outside was a little sloppy and cheesy. But both these girls are green. They're so young and they're in ring. I don't know. To me, this was like the highlight. You want to take two people who these are your highlights of Great American Bash. It was Tiffany Stratton and Thea Hale. That's my thoughts. You go ahead.
Agree. Yeah, man. I completely agree. First off, JR would be proud as fuck with fucking Chase U and this little college entrance. You know, you'd be fucking clapping.
It's so WWE. I love it.
Both of these are so WWE. You know what I'm saying? The college team versus the snobby fucking princess.
Now wait till they throw Brian Pillman Jr. into that fucking mix. Imagine if Jungle Boy and Anna Jay were mixed in with this shit. Do. But like, come on.
I'm good.
Knock
it off.
No, you're right. Sorry. I might ruin things. I might fuck around and implode, fucking cause an incursion event in this part of the multiverse.
Man, what do you fuck? So, imagine Tiffany. I know it's my turn. Imagine Tiffany and Chelsea Green. God.
Oh, that'd be good shit. That'd be really great.
Yeah, and they're just like pissing contesting over who's fucking more prissy, and they both got the fucking annoying vote, dude. Man.
Yeah, Stratton would be babyface in that though.
Oh shit. All right, enough of this. We don't. But yeah, man. So fucking. So. The build up to this was fucking Tiffany stressing a fucking submission match, and it turns out fucking Tiffany can do submissions just fine.
Yeah.
And not only was she that, but like she was in control most of the goddamn match.
Exactly.
I think, man, dude, it was like a less is more spot again. Fucking Tiffany picked at fucking Thea's leg in the middle of a fucking move and turned it into a submission, and just like little shit like that, bro. It's like I would have never even thought about it.
Yeah, because that's what you do in judo and shit, like.
Right.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. But yeah, man, it was basically that fucking excellent fucking storytelling. I agree, fucking highlight of fucking the Great American Bash. And then up next was probably the second best match of the
Yeah, exactly. We had Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. I'm not gonna like blow this match too much, but because it was so fucking good. I don't know. I'm not gonna go through spot by spot and shit, but everything was good. Even the finish. I don't know. Dragunov, the way he sells, again, like just a diving leg drop move off the top, like just a solid, simple finish. Like it's not crazy. I don't know. Dragunov's like falling forearm Dan Henderson smash. I love that. Dragunov's flying headbutts. Here's my note. How good is Trick Williams on the outside of the ring? Like he steals the fucking show. He saps up the fucking electric energy, dude. Well, he's on the outside.
He's basically Rhea Ripley. It's the same.
He's so good. But yeah, dude, this match was back and forth, and I truly didn't know who was going to win. And I thought they were going to put Dragunov over, especially because the reports come out that like Shawn Michaels isn't letting Dragunov go to the main roster yet. Like he's going to stay in NXT for a while. That's what I was reading today. So I don't know. I thought Mello was going to lose, and then he was going to go to the main roster because they've been showing him main roster. But I think they are just really going, no, NXT is a main roster too. And this show aesthetically really made me feel like it was just a Raw or a SmackDown event, like it really felt that way. But yeah, I guess Dragunov was going to stay in NXT. So maybe this storyline.
I think it's better than Rampage. Like I've said multiple times.
Way better, dude.
I'd rather watch this than Rampage at the moment.
NXT.
But yeah, man, for this match.
Yeah. Collision's better than NXT.
Whatever, bro.
So what did you make of this match and fucking Dragunov's Gohan flying headbutts everywhere?
I was trying to get into it before you rudely interrupted me with this fucking Rampage fucking statistic. Yeah, I love the fucking Gohan flying headbutts, bro. Fucking, he was pissed as fucking red at Raditz. But my favorite Dragunov move though was probably the Constantine special. That was probably his sickest sequence.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, yeah.
And then Lee had a very sick springboard DDT.
Yeah.
And then of course I had a line on the commentary. He went, "This man doesn't miss," and then he immediately got DDT'd.
And this is like Mello's best match I've seen him have personally. Dragunov versus fucking Gunta is like one of those to me, that still stands out as Dragunov's like best match. But this was like, I don't know, this is like match of the year contender right here with this one, dude. I don't know. There's the top rope cutter too, like the superplex into the fucking into the cutter. That was really cool. How the fucking and how the replays caught it and all that shit.
I was gonna ask you, where do you see Dragunov going when he does get called up? But obviously he's going wherever Gunther is, so that would be Raw.
I don't know. I think maybe they rematch and then Dragunov fucking wins the belt again. Like, you just got to think, if Michaels is keeping him, Mello's gonna go up for sure. It looks like Lashley's doing some with Mello and Williams and the Street Profits, and I don't know. So we should
yeah, bought him suits, Doug. He was like, yo, your sweatpants can get out of here, daddy. Your shirt can get out of here, daddy. Here's a free suit.
So when Dave Meltzer stars, how did you like the Great American Bash?
92.
92 stars.
Yeah.
Do you want a little bit of news? Any news that's been flying around?
What does it pertain to? Hold on, let me restart. Hold on. Did you get this off of a dirt sheet?
I mean, Sean Ross Sapp is a dirt sheet, but he interviewed someone, and it's just directly what they said is one of the news things. So, yes, but no, I guess. And then
are we ever? I'm sorry to answer your question with another question, but are we ever releasing the Sean Ross Sapp special on Patreon?
Yeah, that's coming on Patreon. I have it all edited. It's just a whole matter of, do we release this and whip up this shitstorm?
Let's do it, man.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I mean, it was from like a long time. It's like 6 months ago. I feel like not that long, because we just started potting, but it's like
it was the second thing we ever recorded.
Yeah, so a long time ago. It was like 3-4 fucking months ago, I feel like. But
that was just wild because he like unblocked us in the middle of fucking us doing the fucking episode. And
yeah, just to DM a bunch of shit. He DM'd us. He's like, so what? You don't have anything to say for what this guy said? And then it's just like a random account we don't follow who doesn't follow us. And it's like, Sean, I'm sorry, dog, that he said this to you, but what the fuck does that have to do with me? Like,
Sean, we're sorry about your sister and all that, but
what did she say? He was no, I don't want to get into that, but it's hairline is just, he took exception. So Sean had said something about people who attacked his sister, and hairline took exception with that because he's in the same boat. And I just, without getting into crazy detail, I don't want to get into it, but
we'll just say this much: if you would like to hear what he's talking about, there is one way you could hear this, and it's subscribing
to Patreon. Yeah. Patreon.com/prowrestletimes. You'll hear what Sean Ross Sapp DM'd us crazily, blocked us, unblocked us, blocked us. You know, he's like, so you're just gonna not respond to me? You're just gonna read the DMs and not respond to me? And I'm just like, dude, I like, you're just unhinged, and I don't like that. You know, I just like to fucking roast J-Brones on Twitter and barb back and forth, you know. But anyways, enough about Sapp. So I have two things here.
Yes.
One thing's about Sheamus. One thing's about LuFisto, who was interviewed with SRS. And then one thing's about Slim Jim and WWE. What do you want to hear?
Fucking let's start with the Slim Jim.
Okay, so per WWE and Slim Jim, with a statement released by WWE and Slim Jim, and this is per Raj Giri at the Raj Giri, who he didn't break the news, but he just tweeted it out there. So I'm going to read his stuff.
He didn't tweet shit.
Yeah, and Raj Giri's beefed with us a little bit about MMA stuff, but he was wrong about what he said, that people don't fight more than one time a year or a night. They've done it. People have fought 4 times a night before. Raj was wrong. But shout Raj jokes. I do like him. Huh?
It sounds like he's confusing them with Britt Fake.
Yeah. So at the Raj Giri on X, WWE and Slim Jim announced a multi-layered partnership that marks the largest sponsorship deal in WWE history. Yeah. The multi-platform campaign begins with the SummerSlam Battle Royal presented by Slim Jim. Give me a hell yeah. I love that. And Slim Jim will also activate at Survivor Series in November, in addition to the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 40 in 2024. The partnership will include custom content, and social media executions with superstar talent, online sweepstakes to drive fan engagement, in-store, blah, 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 blah. But
No,
basically, WWE's
we
back.
know who.
We know who.
We need the fucking the AI hologram of Macho Man. That's what we need.
Oh, yeah. I come back from the dead.
Listen.
They told me I was gone, but I'm back like I never left with a Slim Jim. Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, listen, but I'm back like Raquel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've been to the danger zone.
You know how, like, when he went to WCW, fucking,
they stole Slim
they
Jim?
tried to fucking, well, no, fucking, so, like, they tried to put Slim Jim on Bam Bam, and it just, like, it didn't get over with Slim Jim the same way as Macho Man. So they were like, we're just gonna go to WCW with Macho Man.
Yeah, they were just really, like, we're with Mach. We're with Mach, dude. This is awesome though for WWE all these years later. And when they do, like, I noticed on the WWE game, I can't remember which one, but they did the Rey Mysterio to what you were saying about how Slim Jim went to WCW, and they were doing like the Rey Mysterio showcase. He's wrestling Eddie, and the Slim Jim's on the mat, and it's all blurred out. And then the game didn't replicate the logo. Maybe, who knows? When we get those throwbacks, we get the Slim Jim shit back in there. Who knows? Like Hairline said, maybe we get a fucking AI Macho Man fucking Slim Jim commercial or some shit. Who knows? But this is, and then Slim Jim going all out. They are officially a part of SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania 40. Those are the big four. Some people try and go, oh, Money in the Bank's one of the big five now. Da da da. Fuck all that. Slim Jim attaching themselves to the big four pay-per-views. You know, so that's another smart move by them. Yeah.
Fucking genius. I kind of want to go walk to the gas station and get.
Yeah, Slim Jim follows us, so shout out Slim Jim.
Fuck yeah, shout out to fucking Slim Jim. Did you know you're supposed to peel the top layer off of a Slim Jim? Or is this the first time you? Yeah, yeah, I do.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'll show you. Dude.
Are we doing this? Am I gonna look this up right now? Peel
no, we'll wait for next pod.
Off of Slim Jim, bro, because that seems completely blasphemous. Okay, here we go. Are the plastic film on Slim Jims supposed to be peeled off before you eat them? I'm assuming that you are not referring to the plastic wrapping that has the label on it, but the brown outer layer of the Slim Jim itself. The brown layer isn't plastic. It's made from collagen and is completely edible. Huh. Well.
Yeah, you're supposed to take that off, Doug.
All right, man. I'll take your word for it. There, I guess collagen's edible. I guess women inject that shit into their fucking faces and stuff like that. So, but at the end of the day, I will never eat a Slim Jim the same way again after you just told me that. Because oh god, yeah, I didn't mean it, Slim Jim. You sponsor our show. Well, Hairline sips a Dr. Thunder. I don't think I've ever seen a Dr. Thunder, bro.
A
diet doctor. Sorry. Goddamn. Shout out Dr. Thunder. Shout out Slim Jim too. Because fuck you, Hairline. We're gonna do this.
Wow.
This quote from Sheamus. This is via the Daily.
Why fuck me?
Because you were like, I don't want to hear any of those news stories, but I want to talk about Sheamus because this is something I talked about on the show before that he's confirming out of his own chicken lips.
First off, he doesn't have chicken liver.
No, he doesn't.
Second off, I just thought it was going to be some AEW crap. So I was giving you
No. It's at Wrestle Purists via the Daily Star. Sheamus was quoted as saying, I came out of Clash of the Castle with so much organic momentum, and it was just wasted. It didn't go anywhere. It was a dead end, just like with WrestleMania. Drew went away because he was injured, but I was ready to go, and then just nothing. And that's what I was saying is that they just kind of gave Sheamus nothing after Mania. Like he's just been, you're just back with your guys. Here you go. Like
Sheamus is clearly listening to the pod. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Listen, PWT. Yeah. And then the last story, I guess, Sean Ross Sapp, to circle back to that, he interviewed LuFisto. Are you familiar with her?
Yeah, man. She's a fucking hardcore champ. She's in the GCW Hall of Fame.
We follow LuFisto. I was familiar with her well before this. But a lot of people on Twitter, the sentiment now is, who the fuck is LuFisto? The AEW fans, I guess, who are sticking up for AEW, because LuFisto went on
retired.
LuFisto went on Sean Ross Sapp show and completely shit all over Dustin Rhodes in AEW. Completely shit, said that they were little kids. It was like being in high school. You have people on one end of the building talking shit about the people down the hall, and basically all the shit CM Punk said. What do you make of this?
Why is she fucking clapping at Goldust?
I don't know, like, the specifics of it all. The problem was that I was going to listen to the interview, but we have our own podcast to do. So I was like, I'll get into it later, but I can go on X and, X, how fucking stupid is that? And, I can look up some like LuFisto, Sean Ross Sapp stuff. LuFisto 20 minutes ago just X'd out. I had a 1 hour phone call with a current AEW talent. The women who actually addressed the problems I did today were the ones sent home by Tony Khan. There was a meeting to shoot on Thunder Rosa that Khan attended. Before leaving, he reminded them that. Bro. And I tweeted out, I quote tweeted one of these, and I was like, so it looks like we were right. And some Mark responded to us, was like, Blood thinks he's part of the team. And I'm like, no, we were right. Like, literally, me and Hairline were right, you fucking bots. Do you really think Punk's in the wrong? Like, it's people stirring shit up, talking shit, trashing people. Fucking Tony Khan's putting up with it.
I love when you call them bots and they just get so much more mad. I'm not a bot.
Yeah. It's all like, actually, I'm not a bot.
Yeah, you beat a bot, bro.
Sorry, NPC. Yeah.
I'm verified. I'm Elon. Hold on. Conan.
Okay. Let me reiterate what LuFisto said, because this is crazy. This is what we said, dude. Thunder Rosa ain't on TV.
We heard this all already.
They're just sending them to fucking Collision. Okay, and then now there's a trend. Hashtag WWE women deserve better. That's trending right now. And why do you think that is?
What's trending?
WWE women deserve better.
Why?
Why do you think? Because the news right now is LuFisto trashes the AEW locker room and the women and all that shit. So now the bots they stir up the WWE, actually, women need better. I'm telling you, it's like bots. Yeah. It's a concerted thing. Like, there's people being paid somehow to do this. There's bot farms, bro, that exist. If you know anything about the music industry, you know about how these artists buy hits for their shit. This is what people do for Twitter. Everywhere where numbers can be tabulated online, people are doing this. So that's all I'm saying. From fucking the highest level to the lowest level. So
they're so delusional.
So LuFisto says, I had a 1 hour phone call with current AEW talent. The women who actually addressed the problems I did today were the ones sent home by Tony Khan. And there was a meeting to shoot. So there was literally a meeting to shoot on Thunder Rosa that Khan went to, bro. Before leaving, he reminded them that their segments were the lowest. So Khan goes to the women and your segments are the lowest. He's turned it into Vince, bro. When some girls arranged a meeting to talk about Baker's crew, listen to this. When some girls arranged a meeting to talk about Baker's crew. So in AEW All Access, Baker's little crew of girls, where they're all sitting there and Baker's just talking shit, one of them ran to Britt to let her know. The girls that wanted to address the problem were the ones punished. Things didn't get better. They got worse. The legitimate wrestlers believe Tony doesn't give a damn about women's wrestling and feel like they are going back to the Divas era. Ask me, who the fuck am I? Tell me I'm irrelevant and that I'm doing this for attention. Call me a liar. Tell me to kill myself. You keep on closing your eyes and supporting human beings with shitty behavior. With the messages of support and especially this phone call I received from AEW employees, nobody did the right thing. I know we knew this, Hairline, but this is just confirmation. And I believe what she's saying.
Just tell it, Tony. Yeah, so the ratings here, they're not doing too good.
I feel, how bad do we
So
feel
Thunder
for
Rosa,
fucking
for
Thunder
instance.
Rosa, man? Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, because she stood up and
She
went,
should go to
we're doing
WWE.
bullshit, Tony. Can we not do bullshit? Oh, bullshit will be great. Let's go. Let's get a
Yeah,
soda water.
for
No, the
Baker.
collision, I'll make a new show. And you guys, there, even though you get the most ratings. Fucking trash, bro. God damn.
Well, no, you can't. What do you mean it's trash? I just had Shida go against. Yeah. God.
Squandering. For you
God.
marks who go, how would they
Shida.
squander it? What
Shida.
if they squandered? Look at what he's like. There's people
Shida.
there who think they're going back to the Divas era. Is it a coincidence? LuFisto, CM Punk, people who have been there, done that. And I'm not saying LuFisto's been to WrestleMania, but people know who she is and shit, bro. It's and then exactly tell me to kill myself. And then while all this is going on and people are going, oh, Tony Khan, look
Taya
at the
the
women's
T-Rex.
division. This is what we're saying. He doesn't care about women's wrestling. He doesn't know how to book women's wrestling. What happens, hairline? The bots come out and say, hashtag WWE women deserve that.
Yeah, click on that hashtag. Let's read some of that.
Jugs full buster. The last time women now check this out. He's got an anime profile pic, dude. The last time women main evented a WWE, dude, listen to this. The last time women WWE main evented a WWE pay-per-view. Hashtag women deserve better. And the picture is Sasha and Bianca, who main evented WrestleMania. Jesus goddamn Christ.
But there's been fucking what? Jesus.
And then AEW neckbeards. I bet you pee sitting down. He responded to that thing.
Heart that.
Look, see this same guy. I refreshed it and he's back again. Just, I've had enough. I've finally had enough. Hashtag WWE women deserve better. It's just people saying, it's just bots, bro. Reply with your favorite women's matches and hashtag WWE women deserve better and we want equality. So what about AEW though? And then they'll go, what about them? No, but here's a real story. It's not just a bunch of robots saying WWE deserves better. It's fucking literally they're going, no, dude, look how bad Tony Khan's treating the women and how bad these women got treated over here. And now the whole, it's going to be, but what aboutism?
I just get blowjobs.
Yeah. I just get blowjobs and pay them to leave me alone. I don't pay to come. I pay them to leave. Yeah.
My women can wrestle good.
Tony Khan, I used your footage on my fucking Cody Rhodes documentary. What are you going to do? Sue me.
I'd like to see you try.
I'm going to sign the Young Bucks. And the other news was like, everyone's like, oh, the Elite signed with AEW. Everyone's like, no shit. We all knew that.
Did you see Pizzeria Uno crying? Where's my press release? We also re-signed too.
Yeah, dude, with like Ring of Honor or something. I know, dude. And then Meltzer was like, well, the Elite would have, they got a substantial amount of money. Like, there's no way the WWE would have matched the AEW money. And I'm like, oh, of course. And they stay on his EVPs. And it's like fucking Meltzer's like, WWE would have taken them, though. Well, they really want Kenny, though. It's like, it's like Meltzer, shut up.
God, he's like the old senior. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the old senior.
Yeah, I tweeted out Omega would be so good in WWE. And I truly
need oxygen to breathe. God. Who all re-signed? Do you have a list or anything?
No, I don't. It's Evil Uno and all the Dark Order guys re-signed, and then fucking I don't know. Orange Cassidy's an agent. They turned down Bret Hart, but Orange Cassidy's been agenting ROH and Rampage and shit like that.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's literally like Wembley is their last hurrah. After that, I don't know. They better really come with the shits if it's gonna. And especially with this badge with Tony Khan, like we've been saying this, he doesn't know how to book women or luchadors, bro. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He just goes, oh, these guys all wear masks. They could just be random teams. It'll be great. Like, it's like, no, dude, you don't like when you have all these different guys, you have a chance to create a Rey Mysterio, but instead you're just fucking putting Valkyrie go with the Lucha Bros. And
no, that's a fucking great example of Tony Khan and fucking it'll be great. Well, Mox in there, fucking Penta will be on there. What's going on with any of this, bro? Like, hold on. Besides, like, Samoa Joe, CM Punk. I don't know where the fuck that claim's been.
BC Gold, fucking FTR, Collision. Anything on Collision. Besides all that, it's like you don't care about these other shows. You don't care.
Bro, but listen, bro, that's not even a true statement. Like fucking Collision was only like half good last.
It's getting slowlier, more dynamitier. And on that note, folks, that was our episode PWT podcast. Make sure you check us out on our Discord, which will be linked below. Hopefully it works right, you guys. Get in there, invite people. If you act like Melvins, we're gonna kick you the fuck out. And I don't know, we're gonna need some moderators and stuff. I'll do it until we find some. Yeah, shout out our patrons, Reggie Rodriguez and Russ Paxson. We acknowledge you. Check us out at patreon.com/ProWrestleTimes. Guys, we've done so much work on Patreon content. We have so much stuff on there coming out for you guys, and we're working on so much more. We're reviewing every closed circuit television pay-per-view event and PLE in pro wrestling history, as well as, I don't know, we just react to funny shit. AJ Styles being a flat earther videos. We're reacting to every Botchamania in order as well. And all of that's on our Patreon. On our Patreon first, maybe you'll get a little taste. You'll get a little daddy magic nipple hard taste. If what
was
on
that?
YouTube.
What was that?
It's Daddy Magic Matt Menard, your favorite. That's his get a taste. Yeah.
And the pod. Take her home.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Phil.
home.
Yeah. D's hairline.
Top pod out.